Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie, and a 17-year-old is having insane success with a hit song right now, so my jealous self is here to turn Olivia Rodrigo's creation into something she never wanted. A punk song that sounds like it's performed by naked dudes. So welcome to my attempt to turn Driver's License into a Blink-182 song, which Olivia wasn't even alive when Blink was popular, which is good music, get off my lawn. Okay, I joke, but actually Driver's License is a beautiful piece of artwork from a child. The vocals are just so delicate and lovely and emotional. Oh, vocals! This musician Alex Melton did a Blink-182 cover of Semi-Charmed Life, which I saw multiple times because so many of my friends texted it to me being like, hey, have you seen this guy? So my jealous self emailed him saying, what I want from you is your voice. And he agreed! Heck yeah! So he's putting his vocals on this track, but also now I have to give him legs, but then he's gotta kiss a prince. Have any of you seen Little Mermaid, or are you just all Olivia's age? Anyway, I'm pumped about this collaboration, so let me get to Blinkifying this song so it's good enough for Alex. Okay, let's go back to the original song because, just one poignant piano. Ding, ding, ding. No question I want to open with this kind of guitar riff. This is almost cheating. It's so Blink. If I do this, you already know. Finally drive up to your house. Is it still too poignant? Perfect. I have erased all poignancy. I didn't even need my drum set. Huh. Okay, on to the next section, which is another verse. It's like she's rubbing it in our faces how young she is. Oh, you just got your driver's license? I bet you also have lubricated joints and a really fast metabolism and no worries about a mortgage payment. Guess what, Olivia? I can smoke cigarettes and vote while I look at porn. Wait.
She's everything I'm insecure about.
I'm the other woman. She's insecure that I can buy fireworks and you get called to jury duty. Okay, for this section I'm gonna start with the drums because Travis Barker is known for doing like really complicated drum patterns. What is going on there? Ah, it's a perfect amount of too much. Again, not using my drums here, I just used my tool to draw in his notes because Travis is so good, you have to computer simulate him. Oh, and I guess I should mention Mark Hoppus. He's doing this the whole time. Oh wait, sometimes it's this. Not saying he's any worse of a musician, that's more reflective of me that I don't have a bass and I just want this to be driving and supporting underneath. We've arrived at the chorus where I want some muty punk chords. Like this. Why am I air guitaring? Also funny that he talks about being 23 in this. Age is a theme for what we're doing here, I guess. Let me just hear the youngsters chorus. Oh, those triplets! Oh, they're so good! I'm leaving that in, even though Blink is more of like a steady 8 notes kind of band. Just need it. It's so emotional. And this is actually in a major key, even though it sounds minor, and is written by a minor. It's funny, this just reminded me that exactly on my birthday in 2020, so 3 months ago, my driver's license expired. And I have been too busy making videos for you to go get it fixed. So I technically don't have a driver's license. Look at me having all these features of a young person. Oh, and since we're talking about my jealousy, if you have never played the guitar and are sitting there jealous watching me play, don't be, because you can do this yourself. Have you heard of Guitar Quest? It's the brainchild of Rob Scallion, who you've probably heard of because he's a YouTube guitar legend! He made his own course to help you start playing the guitar, and it's not like a traditional doing a course. There are missions and levels. It's a game. You're like leveling up in being an actual real-life guitarist. So it's like Rob has you working on projects with him. You're playing your first song, you're making a music video, you're writing your first song, you're facing off against the final boss. It's different than the standard scales and chords that beginners usually start with, and that's, I think, a great way to learn and learn faster because you're having a good time and you'll stick with it. And I wish I'd have thought of it, Rob. What am I, jealous? But for real, go check it out at guitarquest.com. Or actually, use the link that I'll put in the description because then they'll know you're a pally and that I sent you. Okay, our Guitar Quest has led us to the bridge. Let's hear what Olivia's doing. Ooh, halftime. So it feels feels twice as slow. I very much want to change it up for this. What Blink thing is very different. Oh, okay, their bridge and all the small things. Yes! Oh, this has such a cool feel to it. It's like marching snare and muted guitars. Just those driving eighth notes are killer. Okay, so, what is Travis doing on the drums? I'm gonna need a live version for this, honestly. There we go. Oh, he's just living on that snare and tom. Oh! Did you hear that? Oh! That was triplets. Okay, I guess Blink does triplets. I love it. Oh, now he's just going freaking nuts. Okay. I can't even computer simulate this. Okay, and I also went double time on the final chorus. It's actually just the hi-hat, but it makes it way more frantic and awesome, which actually I took from Machine Gun Kelly. You hear the hi-hat going like this, and that is allowed because guess who Machine Gun Kelly's drummer is? Haha! Travis Barker! Just trying to fit in a more contemporary artist because I know all you kids on TikTok know this MGK gentleman. Okay, I think it's done. I'm hoping it is ready for Alex, and I am interested to see what he says. I'm nervous because he's stupid good at this style, like this is his thing. And also I did the whole full song this time. I know my OG pallies are used to hearing just like a short version, but I figured I'd put him to work, also because it's gonna be so dope. I wanted you to have the full thing to rock out to. Let me just email this to him. Now, see.
Today I come to you as a 31-year-old male trying to sound like a 48-year-old male singing lyrics from a teenager about getting their driver's license. So, a lot of layers to this. I just got the demo from Allie. Allie, thank you so much for reaching out and including me in this. As a pop punk fan myself and a pop music fan, this is like my exact demographic, so this should be fun. Yep. The Blink riff, iconic. Guitars are on point. How very Travis Barker of you there in that verse. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a banger. I can already tell. Let's see if we can slap some nice teenage pop punk angst on top of this. I got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. So the interesting thing about Blink-182, and I think a lot of reason why they had such a huge success early on, is that, you know, they have the dichotomy of this really like kind of almost monotone lower voice paired with this super unique accent. Tom DeLonge's voice is very unmatched in pop punk, really. So, you know, you have these two voices that kind of play off each other, and they each play to their own strengths perfectly, and they balance in a nice way. I want to try to capture some of the back and forth between like these low verses, and then when it gets into that pre-chorus, really like go for it and give it like all the emotion that it deserves.
This is incredible. Tom, Alex is so talented. He's playing two distinct characters here, and then a bunch of harmonies, and then doubling on the bridge. It's freaking awesome. I am so stoked to show you Driver's License by Blink-182. 32, whatever.
I got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. 'Cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs, crying 'cause you weren't around. And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. She's so much older than me, she's everything I'm insecure about. Today I drove through the suburbs, 'cause how could I ever love someone
Heck yeah! And now I just feel slightly bad for basically calling him Ariel. Of course, that makes me Ursula. Also, the whole time I was talking about age, did you realize I was sitting next to a giant stuffed bear that lives in my adult home? So anyway, if you liked that, go check out Alex, and I'll put another video of me rocking out down there, but on a spring doorstop keyboard that I invented. Yeah, go watch that. Hey Best Pally, I'm Allie. And did your parents have one of those spring doorstops in your home as a kid like mine did? If so, then you also have a vivid memory of being a tiny person very close